Beep boop bop, it's Becca, and welcome back to Baking with Becca. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone! So today, we're going to be making a fun green dessert for the holiday. We're going to be making some vegan mint chocolate chip cookies. So they'll be green, and they'll be minty, and chocolatey, and delicious. So here we go. Okay, so here are all of our ingredients. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and let's get started. So here we have 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of sugar, half a cup of melted margarine, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract, green food coloring, and 1 cup of vegan chocolate chips. Okay, so we're just going to start off by adding all of our dry ingredients together and mixing that up a little bit. And then we'll set it aside before doing our wet ingredients. So this recipe is super simple. We don't even have that many ingredients. Yeah. And mix it up. So next we want to cream together our margarine and our sugars. Ooh. We have 2 different types of sugars, so we're just going to add some of this texture and our melted margarine. And go ahead and just whisk that up a little bit. Okay, so now that that's all silky and smooth, we want to make our egg substitute. So we do this by combining vinegar and baking soda. It makes a little volcano. And add this in. Okay, so our egg substitute has been added in, and that's going to help to keep our cookies fluffy. And now we want to add in our peppermint extract. We actually have exactly 1 teaspoon left in here, so we're just going to add it all in, and some of our green food coloring. Here's our peppermint. And you could do like 5 drops, and you can also add some later once it's all mixed together, and mix it up. The peppermint already smells so good. I'm very excited. So now we're gonna add our dry back in. Okay, and I have my spoon because we don't want this dough to get stuck in our whisk. So we wanna add in our dry ingredients. And mix it up. Okay, so we decided to add 1 tablespoon of rice milk just to make the dough come together a little nicer. Now it is nice and sticky, and we want to add in our chocolate chips. Green monster. And I'm just using my hands because I think it's easier to combine everything completely. Mix that in. Okay, so now we want to get our baking sheet ready. So I just sprayed our baking sheet with a little bit of baking spray to make sure that the cookies don't stick. And now we want to start to form our dough balls. So I think that about like a tablespoon is a good size. So you can just use your hands to form it and put them on your baking sheet. You want to make sure not to put them too close together because they're going to expand in the oven. And you don't want one giant cookie. Unless you do want one giant cookie, then you should put them very close together. And it would probably taste good, but not as good for sharing. So I like to share with all my friends.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of my friends. Okay, so now these are ready to go in the oven. They're going to bake for about 12 minutes. Depends how baked you really like them. But also keep an eye on them because when they start to get golden around the edges, then that means that they're done. Our cookies are out of the oven. Well, this is the first half. We have another dozen in there, so it's about 24 cookies. And the whole house smells like mint chocolate heaven, so let's try them. I'm gonna break it in half, see how green it looks on the inside. It's not super green on the outside. So if you want it to be more green, you can add a little bit more food coloring. And let's try it. Still gooey and warm. These are really good cookies. It's very refreshing to have like the mint and the chocolate together. So I definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you guys also enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Try out the recipe. Let me know what you think. If you're into mint chocolate recipes, I made a mint chocolate chip pie not that long ago, and it was amazing. So you should check out that video. I'll put the link right up here. And happy St. Patrick's Day, happy green, and bye!